What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy, and we got some interesting Doctor Who news to go over, because not only is the Church of Ruby Road as of right now actually being reviewed lower by audiences than the entirety of the Doctor Who 60th special. I remember the 60th anniversary special was sitting at a 44% by audience scores and 96 with critics. You come over to the Church of Ruby Road, the Christmas special and first official outing of Ncuti Gatwa. It is being panned by audiences, and critics are coming out the woodworks to give it that 100% fresh score. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Not only though, guys, are the viewership numbers for the actual overnight basically literally the worst iteration of any and all Christmas specials within all of Doctor Who. It is also the worst outing of all first two actual first episodes. You know, the first time you get a new Doctor, you get a boost in viewership. First time when you get a Christmas special, you get a boost in viewership. It is the worst viewed beginning of a Doctor and Christmas special of all time. Okay, I want you guys to let that sink in. I did a whole video on it before, right around up here. Worst reviewed in all time. Not just reviewed, but also watched. You know, it's horrific. It's hideous. It's one of the worst things to ever come out with an actual Doctor Who. The show itself was actually abysmal altogether. Ncuti Gatwa has no range, does not have the proper range that is required to be the Doctor. He is way too soy is the best way to actually say it. Oh, maybe a little bit too effeminate is a better way, because the special was lacking in any masculinity whatsoever. And singing, dancing Doctor. Oh my God, the more I think about it, the more I want to cringe. And you come down here, you know, you have some interesting numbers to compare this to as well, because you come over here to the Doctor Who 2023 specials ratings overnight. You know, you had specials out 5.8, 4.8, 4.6, 4.7, and then you compare the Christmas special to a bunch of these other numbers. Again, you have to be a little careful with some of these numbers, because I do believe Christmas Invasion, these are actually the consolidated numbers. It might be the overnight. Consolidated viewership, overnight viewership for Christmas Invasion was a little bit harder to find. But when you compare the actual, you know, Christmas special to all the past Christmas specials, okay, you know, you compare it to all of these, it is the worst iteration of a Christmas special to date. And the best one to always compare it to is actually the Christmas Invasion, because this is where David Tennant came out for the very first time in his very first episode, all on his own. You know, beginning of David Tennant, beginning of Ncuti Gatwa. None of the other Doctors had a moment like this, so you can very much see the difference here. And beginning viewership and Christmas special, nobody's watching it. Nobody cares. Panned by audiences all around. But, you know, it's not, we're here to laugh at the media, because obviously you were going to see something like this come out. Doctor Who Christmas special sparks racist backlash. Yes. Yes. You knew this was going to happen, by the way. We all knew this was going to come out and actually happen. It's a gay black man playing the Doctor. So what are your overall choices when it comes to actually panning the critics of the episode? How are you gonna, you know, mark them as being bigots in some way, or all that? Oh, you're gonna call them racist and homophobic if they didn't like the show. If they didn't like the episode, they are both racist and homophobic. Because, you know, you scroll down here. After months of waiting, fans of Doctor Who finally witnessed Ncuti Gatwa's full debut as the show's eponymous, I'm not even going to try to say that word, Time Lord, and a fun-filled Christmas special. But not everyone is happy, with some viewers voicing strong opinions about the new iteration's race. I'm gonna need receipts for that one, and we'll go through the receipts they give us, because they technically only don't give us any receipts. But quite literally, they don't give us any receipts. I think I've only seen one person actually complain about his race at all, and I understood what he was saying. I disagreed, but I understood where it was coming from. I see more people just saying he's not a good doctor. That's what it boils down to. He's way too effeminate. He does not have the doctor's gravity, and that's what the majority of people are talking about. But you know, let's continue on, because trust me, it keeps getting better. The long-running British science fiction series sees the Doctor, a mysterious 2,000-year-old time-traveling, and his companions journey across time and space in a ship known as the TARDIS. Every few years, the Doctor regenerates, which is biological ability of the Time Lord. No, he bi-generates now, guys. He bi-generates. Okay. Time Lord's race, a race of fictional humanoids originated on the planet Gallifrey. No. Okay, that is not an ability from the Time Lords now, because of timeless children. It's a sole ability of the Doctor. Okay, that was stolen by Tech Tae-yin. Oh god, the more I talk about it, the more I hate it. This allows a new actor to take the titular character without the show having to end. Got to know whatever, but you come down here. The holiday special featured the we don't need to care about that right around here. While most people quickly learn to love the new actor as soon as they watch a Doctor's debut episode, well, when it came to Capaldi, yes, everybody loved Capaldi as the Doctor. They just didn't like the overall story and the overall way the story was going. That's the biggest problem, and the companions were the biggest problem when it came to Capaldi. Capaldi, though, was fantastic. But then you take a look at Jodie Whittaker era. Yeah, people didn't gravitate towards Jodie Whittaker, and they actually ran away and actually destroyed the series. So this statement right here is actually factually wrong. Most people don't learn to love the Doctor, and they can be driven away very fastly if the person is not the correct iteration of the Doctor. But, you know, facts. This year, there have been racist and homophobic trolls crawling out the woodwork. Some have taken X, formerly Twitter, to criticize the BBC show for becoming woke propaganda. Well, it is. It quite literally is woke propaganda. I mean, the Star Beast was blatantly just a transgender allegory. When you get into Wild Blue Yonder, they made the Doctor bi or gay, one of the two. When it gets into essentially the giggle was just to help demasculate the Doctor even more. Basically, each iteration has been to, all three specials were to demasculate and put the Doctor down. Then you get into this one where the Doctor is just very flamboyant, very gay, and very annoying. Okay, so yes, it is blatant woke propaganda. Otherwise, having lambasted Disney, accusing the show of now having the same woke issues of other recent Disney projects. I kind of agree, but it's not solely Disney's fault. It's actually a mixture of BBC, RTD, Bad Wolf, inserted here. It's all their fault. Newsweek reached out to the BBC and Disney Plus for comment via email on Tuesday. Oh, good for you. And here's a few of their examples of people coming out being homophobic and racist. I'm gonna go through these because I could only find one iteration in their receipts that I'm about to start questioning if they even are legitimate, because you come here. R.I.P. Doctor Who. Hashtag R.I.P. Doctor Who. Hashtag R.I.P. Doctor Who, everybody. Ruined by BBC, who wants to turn a straight white Doctor who into a black gay Doctor just to make it more diverse for the black gay community. Is that where our TV license is being wasted on? Doctor Who was white male from start till you turn him a gay symbol. I don't see anything factually wrong there. Yeah, you just made him black and gay to pander to the black and gay people. That's legitimately fact. And also the BBC does have check boxes and diversity standards, so you have to have a certain amount of each demographic within a show. So yes, he actually covers 2 check marks. That's actually a proven fact at the BBC. They have check boxes, but I don't see anything wrong here. He's black and gay now. I don't see that. Okay. In the UK, a TV license is necessary to legally watch or just to any transmission on television and radio. The cash raised from licenses is used to fund the BBC, which is commercial free. Hashtag defund the BBC, by the way. Someone tell me it's a I don't know what this is. Hashtag Doctor Who, a black doctor. Viewing figures 0. Well, they weren't 0, but they weren't good. No offense for fudge sakes, but Doctor Who ain't black. That's it. Neither is he a woman. Got it. Make it so. Do as you are told, said another. Well, okay, I'm just having to take your word for that, and I'm pointing that out, and I have to take their word for that. I have to take their word because they don't link any of these tweets, by the way. They don't link a single one of these. But you know, you scroll down here to like the in favor of what's going on here. Oh my God, they link a tweet. They actually link somebody's tweet who's in favor of them. So I have to go off your own word in order to say that these are actually happening. These are actual statements. Like, this is probably the worst one of them, but you know, you get the other criticism. I have never seen anything so awful as Doctor Who regenerating to a generic Disney Mary Sue hero who is exactly the same as every other character Disney destroyed. A third person wrote. Wait, that's racist and homophobic? I don't see any racism or homophobia there. All I see is a factual statement again. Like, out of these three, the only one that was harsh is this one, and you don't even link me to the tweet, so I don't even know if it's a real tweet or if it's just you saying somebody said this. A fourth added, my Doctor Who obsessed son has finally consigned him to the bin. Consigned him to the bin. Last series was rocky, but it's the woke that's finally broke the spell. It's a pile of shit now. Apparently, as usual, I didn't watch it. Wait. Where is the racism and homophobia? Like, legitimately, where is the racism and homophobia here? I can only point to maybe one being questionable, but even then, it's still a factual kind of statement. I actually disagree. I think the Doctor could be played by a black guy, but he's a straight black guy. The Doctor is straight. The Doctor is canonically straight. That's the truth there. So none of these statements, other than this one, is actually homophobic or racist. And then you start actually digging into this, you don't link to a single tweet. So I just have to assume you are telling me the truth here. I just have to assume that these are actual factual tweets and everything like that. But they don't exist. I don't know who to go hit up or actually look at. But, you know, you scroll down here again to the actual iteration of a tweet that they liked. You know, you come to this guy. Love the fact that people are moaning that Doctor Who has gone woke, like they are happy to believe that goblins can steal babies and the Doctor can travel through time, but draw the line at the fact he is played by a black man. Hashtag Doctor Who. No, most people just think that he's a bad actor. The story was crap, and there's no goblins in Doctor Who either. Like, the idea of putting goblins in Doctor Who is honestly stupid. Like, what the heck's going on here? Like, there's plenty of iterations to say that all this is just BS and mainly just AstroTurf. Like, this whole article is just them trying to stir up drama where drama doesn't even exist. Legitimately, nobody hates Dr. Shooty. Ncuti Gatwa. Nobody hates Ncuti Gatwa because he's black and gay. They just don't like him as the Doctor because he's not a good doctor. He does not have the range. His episode was very, very stupid. The more that I think about it, the more I hate it. And yeah, it's not racism or homophobia, but hey, that's what they have to call all the haters here. They have to call us racist. They have to call us homophobic because they can't just sit there and say people didn't like the show, but we have to come out here and try to defend it. Well, it ain't gonna work, guys. Let's be real. Like, this is a 2016 tactic. It's 2023, almost 2024. Yeah, call me all the names of the book. I'm still gonna tell you your show's bad. But I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it out, friends. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.